advent calendar is from Grapat. Okay, it's a limited edition advent calendar. And hopefully it's not gone everywhere. So first things first, we have a holiday gift guide, and the address is www.awilderhome.be, and it just shows you what they've got available. Okay, and Grappett is sort of more for kids, so you'll see a lot of design for kids. All right, the first thing we see on top is this, and it is a spoiler, I believe, of what's in the box, so let's put that aside for now. We also have some cards, so cardboard that on one side is sort of a rough, and this one has hands, and on the other side it's shiny. And again we have rocks and flowers, and there's one more which has animals on it. Let's have a look, and you'll see that everything's boxed up in numbers. And start with box number 1. Okay, just checking the box, it doesn't say anything. No. Box number 1. We have, whoops, this thing here. Now, I'm not sure what we're doing with this. So let's have a look inside the book, and it says the Mineral Kingdom. There's 6 wooden rocks and a little fire carrying candle. Put it somewhere in your house and it'll generate a feeling of warmth. So people used to put this near their fireplace. It's a form of decoration. Okay, different. Okay, number 2 is this one here. Okay, number 2 looks like a bunch of cookies to me. I'm not sure what that one is. Love heart. So according to the booklet, it's about baking together, and these little do represent little cookies. As you can see, one's got a little tree on it. This one looks like it's a pizza and a feather maybe. And there's actually a bread recipe in the booklet that you can actually follow. Door number 3 we'll bring in here. And what do we got today? So I know that they're very into their wooden toys. So it looks like we've got, I think one of them's lost its paint, but here we go. And another little bead. And today is about living with plants. So if you live in an apartment with a little balcony, you can still create relationship with nature at home. So just try and put some food scraps, like from your pear or apple or pumpkin seeds, put them into a potting mixture, water them every day, and you can start growing some seedlings. And then once the seedlings have sprouted, move it into a larger pot, and you can create your own little windowsill garden. So far, I have a feeling, this is, like I said, directed for the younger children, but you could sort of use a lot of these decorations with like miniature doll houses and stuff. I think they would be about the right size for certain things. Okay, number 4 we have, I think they're spinning tops. I could be wrong. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. Let's have a look in the book. So number 4 is the dance party. So it is spinning top. Apparently spinning tops have been around for about 6,000 years. The oldest toys ever discovered by archaeologists. And you'll probably be able to ask your parents or even your grandparents, and they'll be able to tell you they've played with spinning tops in their life. So they just look like they're dancing around when you spin them. So I'm going to try spinning them again and see if I actually get anywhere. Oh, that was much better than before. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is this one here. Okay, we have what looks to be some material, some string, and a whole heap of beads. Looks like we're getting these little things in each box too. It says here, we are celebrating change. Are your rooms plain white or painted colourfully? If they're white, why don't you hang something, maybe a picture of a family or a magazine or even your artwork? Decorate the space, and you can use this little wooden items here to create your own decoration. So you can thread these through here. I'm just going to do different ones. What have we got? Just an example. And I believe the material can just hang over the string if you like. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't actually say. You make your garland the way you want to make your garland. Here we go. Number 6. Okay, again we're getting another little blue square. Okay, number 6 looks like we're making our own little box housing boxes. Okay, I'm not sure how that works. But it says here, making a home. So it's all about making something cozy, whether it be a blanket fort, decorating your own bedroom to make it feel comfy, building hiding places out of an empty cardboard box or a laundry basket, making your inside of your closet nice and cozy. And it asks, who do you think could live in these small little cardboard houses? I'm not putting them together, but box number 7 is this one here. What wooden items have we got today? Oops. So it looks like we have maybe a tablecloth, we have a ball, we have spindle maybe, a half a ball, and of course another one of those little blue shapes. And this is a tio. These are present in the homes during the festive season. It's a wooden log that is covered with blanket and fed every night. And he is especially fond of milk, apples and oranges. So it's about welcoming the little tio into your home. So go and find a small log that has the magic spark needed to become a tio. This can't be explained, you'll just feel it. Put him in a cozy corner of your living room. He loves company and let the magic unfold. Some of this doesn't make any sense, but kids have imagination. They can make whatever they like out of it. Okay, we are on to number 8. Okay, number 8 is this one. Okay, we have some stuffing, some string, a log, candle, and some material cut out in a shape of a circle. Now I'm confused. Number 8 is about the magic of nature. The fire nin in today's box marks the beginning of a new travel chapter. It's time to leave the mineral world behind and enter the kingdom of plants. Okay, so apparently you put this inside here, you sew it together to make a head, and somehow you tie it to this log. This is just a little wooden candle. So you pretty much, you're trying to use your own imagination to create a little stick figure, and you can decorate the ball head with whatever decoration you want. You may be able to even draw a face on it. We are moving on to box number 9, which is this one here. It's number 9. We have some painted wood and some blank wood. We have some square sheets of cardboard, a couple of elastic bands, and another little black. Okay, and day 9 says wait and see. Have you experienced that brief moment when a ray of sunshine enters through the window at just the right angle to create a little rainbow behind a water glass? Take a walk to a park or a green space nearby and see what you can find. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it'll be spring in full swing, so there'll be a lot of flowers blooming. And if you're in the north, you might see some winter flowering plants. Visit a few different spots and pick a handful of flowers or leaves each time, leaving enough for the bees and birds and other animals. And once you have foraged, place your items between the papers, taking care not to overlap 2 leaves, cover it with the wooden board and then secure with the rubber bands, and wait till they are fully dried, which will take about a week, and then you'll have pressed flowers. So again, that's what it means by wait and see. So you put that in between there, secure it, voila. Number 10. One thing I like about this calendar, even though it seems quite simple, is that everything is made of wood. So here we have what looks to be mum and child maybe. So number 10 is about better together. Do you know that when babies are born, they don't realise that they're their own separate person? They think they are one with the mother. As we grow older, it's wonderful to feel close to someone. So this is just a reflection of mum and child, and hides away like that. Okay, number 11. So number 11, we have this decorated looking person and some tissue paper. Number 11 is about fairies. If you have a fairy living in your house, you are a very lucky child. Fairies are elusive creatures, so you may not have seen it, but maybe you felt a soft breeze on your face from it flying by. So this one is the little fairy, and you get to make their wings using tissue paper. And as it's tissue paper, it's quite gentle, but you could pretty much scrunch it up and create wings somehow stuck at the back. It's up to you how you want to make them. Number 12 is this box here, and we have some fluff and a whole bunch of wooden acorns. Now, we're already halfway through our Advent journey. Can you believe it? Today we're on the lookout for a very particular member of the plant family, the oak tree. There are over 600 species of oaks around the world, and they all grow a fruit called the acorn. Today's craft is colourful acorns using wooden cap and the carded wool supplied, so you can ball up bits of wool and glue it inside these little caps, and you're just balling wool into the shape of what you would call an acorn ball and have a little cap, and then you can have your own little acorn collection. Moving on to number 13 is this box here, and what wooden we have? This wooden heart. And today it's about our treasures. What is valuable to each of us can be worlds apart. Some people keep their favourite stuffed animal, and even after they've grown into adult. Today's box holds a unique and perfectly imperfect object, a nin that we normally wouldn't use because it's got a slight flaw in it. It was accidentally stained with paint. We saw them as flaws to start with, but we've come to realise that imperfections can make something exceptional, just like a scar on our body. It tells a story. We've painted a little heart on each of these special nins as a way to celebrate its uniqueness. Quite cute. Now, I know this calendar is for children and it's directed at younger children with the help of parents. Coming across some of these items, I am going to use them for my own art project, especially that last one. I will repaint it myself and turn it into something different. Anyway, we're moving on to 14. We have this one here, and we have sticks. And each stick has a word on it. One says trust and gratitude. We have kindness, generosity, hope, and acceptance. So it's about artists. Artists have long taken inspiration from nature's palette and the change of seasons for their work. So today we're going to make our own paintbrushes. So you need to go out and find a different variety of leaves. You will then glue them to the end of these sticks here, and this will become your paintbrush. Okay, number 15. And this is number 15. We have this one, and this one. Look like little animals. So according to this, the 15th is a Sunday, and it's about the third fire-in. Got another fire-in, and we're looking for animals out and about in nature. And these wooden creatures are wild rabbits. So they're a little painted rabbit, and these wild rabbits usually dig holes in the soil, which they are called burrows, connected by a tunnel system. And it's asking us, would we like to make a house for our little wild rabbits? And you can choose to make their home out of anything you like. Okay, moving on to number 16. Okay, this time we have a lot of different shaped items. It looks like cardboard in the shape of wood, in the shape of houses, I think. It's all different patterns. And what is 16 about? It's about mystery drawers. Toddlers love opening every drawer and cupboard at home, pulling out whatever they find, pots and pans, shirts, socks, brushes and groceries. And that curiosity doesn't fade as we get older. So today's box is an invitation to play with all those loose pieces and arrange them into entirely new shapes. A bit like a puzzle. Possibilities are infinite, and you can make new shapes out of whatever you choose. Okay, number 17 is this one here. So we have another couple of figures. 17 is about if aprons could talk. How wonderful it is to come back home, walk through the door and immediately notice that something delicious is cooking. So this is to reflect a child and their mother, or a child and their grandmother, or it could be a child and their grandfather and the child and their father making something together in the kitchen. And they've supplied us with a rice pudding recipe. Okay, box 18. Okay, it looks like presents to me, and Christmas tree with the presents around it. That's my interpretation before I even read the book. Okay, so today is day 18 and we have a festive tree. Is putting up a tree at home part of your traditions? If so, you probably have your own customs on how to do it. And these wooden blocks are to represent the festive tree. Okay, number 19 is this one here. It feels quite light, so I think it's just paper. Okay, so it is paper, and it looks like it's in the form of little cards. So you have Ode to Home, there's a picture like that, and you probably stick a picture there, scribbles on the back, and Each one looks a bit different. We belong in a place called home. And what does it tell us today? The number 19 is about the power of stories. Do you like to read books or get someone else to read them to you? Today is loose pages which you can turn into anything you want. They could serve as a drawing block, a dream diary, a collage book, or anything you want it to be. Put your ideas to paper. Use the rubber band to combine them all into your own little booklet. Okay, number 20. Yeah, looks like we got some more fluff. And we have some more string. And we have these little men, I think, or women or children, whatever you want to call them, with little eyes on them. What are we doing today? It's all about the socks that stay. So one of the greatest mysteries of life is where do all the lost socks end up? No matter how careful we are, there's always a sock that goes missing. So we can make little sock people out of them. Grab your lonely sock that you have, stuff it with the stuffing, sew it up, and attach the head with inside it, and then you'll have your own little sock friend. Okay, we are moving on to 21. So it looks like we got some thimbles and a little and 21 is about celebrating the solstice. Around the world, people celebrate this special day in many different ways. So trying to work out what this is. I cannot work out what this is. I know they look like little thimbles. It talks about finger painting, but I'm a bit confused because that kind of doesn't represent finger painting to me. Number 22, this one here. And it looks like we have it looks like we've got a bunch of little stick figures, I think. All right, and what does 22 say for us? We create the family of nins. So this is our family of nins. Door number 23, second last door. And we have what looks to be a setting on it for a table. And a bunch of different bowls and cups. So I would say you would be, not that it's going to stay because it's rolled up. It's about setting the table today. Dinner is almost ready and it's time to set the table. Who are you looking forward to seeing? And let's serve up some delicious food. Okay. So what I've gotten so far out of this calendar is that it's all about imaginative play, which is great for kids. And we are moving on to our last box. We have box 24. And in box 24, we have a cylinder that's decorated nicely. And of course, that little block that's in every single one. And 24 is about keeping the fire. If you wake up this morning feeling the butterflies in your stomach, it might be because today is Christmas Eve. We hope you are celebrating with your family. Question is, what have you done with all the little hearts you've collected each day? How about giving one little heart to every person you meet next time you see them? While you start emptying your jar, your heart will start filling with joy. Now today's box has this hoop here, and it's a home for the 4 fire nins. Find a spot on your Christmas table and put them inside the circle, and they will help you have a good time. There we go. That's everything that was inside the advent calendar. Like I said, this is designed for younger kids. Great that it's mostly wood, and they're all pretty polished wood, so you're not likely to get splinters. I think this would be a good calendar for young children.